I'm Lydia Snyder. Thank you for joining me for this segment on Give Me a Break, the temporary nature of everything. In this half hour or so segment, I'm going to be facilitating a guided breath awareness as well as a guided meditation on the temporary nature of everything. So if you are an LMHF subscriber, in order to get credit for viewing this video and participating, you need to watch the entire thing and then at the end leave a comment with your name so that LMHF can track your participation and you can get credit for viewing and participating in this video. So this will not involve a lot of movement. This segment is really around honing in on your breath and using that breath as a gateway to meditation. So right now, the stress and the strife and the grief that many of us are experiencing in these COVID times seems never ending. And some of that stems from the uncertainty that we're all surrounded by. And it's difficult to not know. It's difficult to not have answers. And I'm not here to try and give anyone answers or conclusions other than to perhaps help you move in the direction of recognizing how temporary each and everything is. Whether it's something that we adore and we can't get enough of, or it's something that we detest and we can't get away from it fast enough. Everything we experience is temporary. So I invite you to settle in to a seat, whether it's on the floor or in a chair, to find a way to rest your body, to allow yourself to sit up tall. And know that you might want to rest your back against something. And I'll just make a little aside here in that sometimes people have an image of what it looks like to meditate. And before even entering into that zone, each of us has to find a supportive and relaxed form for our bodies. So please allow yourself that chance to settle in, to maybe close your eyes if you like, and begin to notice your own breath. To notice the pace and the duration of your inhale and exhale. And my suggestion here is that your inhale only lasts a certain amount of time. And your exhale, likewise, only lasts a certain amount of time. The temporary nature of our breath is a reflection of the temporary nature of everything that surrounds us. So as you get to know your own breathing, you may choose to close your eyes, resting your body, and maybe asking if there are areas where you perceive tension or tightness. And sometimes that tension or tightness can be a distraction, where it calls your attention to that area of the body. So bear in mind that it might make sense to sit on a cushion or a blanket or to rest your back. So noticing how one inhale changes into the exhale. And then the inhale comes right behind it. Allow yourself to notice the movements of your breath. And that might be by placing a hand on your chest, maybe a hand on your belly, to notice the subtle movements. To maybe find if your breath is shallow and tight and maybe it feels like it doesn't move past your chest. You might give yourself the freedom in your belly to let it expand and retreat, so that each breath can be fully experienced even though it's temporary. Allowing for that expansion and allowing for that retreat. So as you sit and breathe, you're able to notice that quality, to notice that movement. And although you know that the breath physically remains in the lungs, you might begin to feel the effect of the breathing beyond the lungs, in the shoulders, the hips, maybe down through the legs. And as you watch each breath transition, you're experiencing a temporary nature. Watching your own breath, welcoming its arrival, and welcoming its release. Taking that attention of your breath, bringing it to the tip of your nose. Allowing yourself to feel the movement of the air as it enters and exits the body. Maybe allowing the shoulders to have a little bit of movement as you inhale and exhale. Maybe in the rib cage, that chance for expansion. And down through the lower legs to the soles of the feet. There's an awareness of your body and your breath. Finding your own pace, not having to change, but to notice. On your next inhale, allow for that expansion. And as you exhale, allow for the retreat. As you inhale and exhale, you're welcome to consider a thought you wish to hold and keep, a feeling. And as you exhale, gently release that. Inhaling, recognizing that thought, that feeling, that sensation. Exhaling, allowing it to release. The temporary nature of each breath brings you to the next. You may try closing your eyes here if that's comfortable for you. Continuing to breathe in and breathe out with an internal awareness of that temporary nature that you can welcome and release. Coming back to that sensation of the breath at the tip of the nose. You might switch, welcoming that holding, that feeling you wish to hold on to, and then letting it go as you exhale. Knowing for yourself that what you experience that's both positive or negative transitions. Just as your breath transitions from an inhale to an exhale, you can always take a break. Step away from the everyday demands. Allow yourself to become aware of the impermanence. And perhaps find a way to move towards a bit of meditation as you allow things to come and go, to enter your consciousness and to move on, for a thought to come across your mind and to let it pass. back to your breath each and every time as you experience that transition, that impermanence of inhaling and exhaling. You're welcome to deepen your breath here. So making a conscious effort to stretch your breath, maybe by a second on the inhale and a second on the exhale. Bringing a little more fullness to each breath. And then returning to your natural pattern, your natural pace, your natural depth. Opening your eyes if they've been closed. Reacquainting yourself with your surroundings. The sights, the smells, the sights of where you are. And welcome that breath once again. And perhaps engage with the rest of your day with a little bit more of an acceptance on how everything, good, bad, indifferent, always changes. Thank you.